Good afternoon, friends. A very basic question where I give a lot of talks to these students in medical colleges. They ask me a very simple question when I talk on science and spirituality, that why are rituals needed? Why are rituals needed in our worship towards God? And are they sentimental rituals? Are they just sentimental? What is the need of these rituals? Because many rituals, like where we have the milk flowing over the Shivlinga, where a lot of the milk is really wasted. Why are such rituals done? So that it's like so much of loss of food items and everything. So why to do these rituals? Let's take it in three parts. I think the first question is that is ritual needed in spirituality? Rituals are a way of life. Just think about it, that whenever we are having a birthday celebration, immediately we blow candles. Oh, we just say, is that not a ritual? What is it to do with your birthday? The blowing of candles, is that something connected to your birthday? No, but it gives you happiness that yes, we have blown the candles, so it's like a celebration for everybody claps. Okay, even clapping. Just think about it, that if say a cricket match is going on and everybody is hitting fours and sixes and nobody in the stadium is clapping, how will that look? Clapping, is that not a ritual? It is a connection to that particular game where you are appreciating that particular batsman by hitting a 4 and 6 by clapping. Is that not a ritual? Handshake. Immediately when a person comes, we say, hello sir, good afternoon, how you doing? So immediately you are putting a handshake. Is that not a ritual? We could have just felt a heartfelt gratitude to that person, saying that, oh, I felt that you have come, I'll give you a smile. No, we immediately do a handshake. That's a way of expressing that we are happy to have you in our ambience. It's a very wonderful gesture where we give our gratitude, thankfulness. So this particular feeling of ritual is there in every society or any domain of life whatsoever in our society. The whole thing is that we need to take that ritual from ritual to spiritual. Now, the second part of the question comes in, that this particular ritual, is it sentimental? No, it's not sentimental at all, because certain rituals which are performed in the Vedic injunctions, where for example I can give you, is like such a huge acceptance over the world. These rituals, say for example a person doing kirtana, people all over the world are coming half the distance of the world to participate in a kirtan, because that gives them joy. A small child, when a kirtan is performed, joyfully dances, because that feeling of happiness comes in his heart, right? There are so many ways where we are doing puja, where we are doing the aarti. That's a way of connecting to the Lord in that particular way. When we are doing namaskara and we are putting our head down in front of the deity, it's a way of expressing our gratitude, our deep heartfelt prayer to the Lord. When we are bending down, it is not just a ritual. I'll give you a small example. Just think that you are sitting like a lord, on your armchair, and putting a leg over your leg like this and sitting like a raja and just putting your head like this at the back, and now you want to do a prayer. Can you do it? You will immediately get, so there is a psychophysical connection to the mind which deals with that particular posture, giving you some sense of connection. So immediately when you sit like a lord like this, immediately you start to think that, oh, I have achieved something. You think of some bygone goodness that you have done. So there is a connection to the posture and that feeling which comes inside you. That has to be a ritual. But that ritual, unless it is posed into a higher way to substitute that spiritual part inside, to connect it with the Lord, it cannot be just called as a complete gesture whatsoever. So when we do a prayer, there is namaskara, there is bowing down of the head, there is kirtan, there are Vedic injunctions where you perform the Pancharatrika Vidhi, where we do the worship of the Lord in that particular Vidhi. In all these things, there is spirituality involved. So rituals cannot be just negated because it is some kind of external manifestation of that inner feeling which comes for the Lord. It has to be injunct along with the spiritual part. So I'll come to the third part now, where we say that so many times we are doing so many rituals. Are they not wastage of food? On the contrary, I like to tell something. ISKCON has something called as a food relief. It is feeding 15 lakh children every day via the Annamrit program. 15 lakh children, my dear friends. I'm actually reiterating it, because that food is sanctified food where we are giving it to the Lord and taking it as prasad, and it is to be given to every person across. Srila Prabhupada, the founder of ISKCON, has been very clear that in 10 miles of the periphery of the temple, there should nobody be who is poor, who has not got food in his particular day. There has to be prasad distribution by the temple. But there are so many wrong things in the name of rituals which are being performed in this world. But that does not mean that all the rituals are wrong. There are rituals where a godman tells his name to be chanted all the time so that he gets the same benefit as the Lord. It is so nonsense. Because how can a mundane person tell somebody to chant his names or tell something to be done in his name which has not got that effect of the Lord at all? So some rituals, some godmen are actually misusing this particular Vedic injunction of ours. But that does not mean that all the rituals which are so wonderfully performed by the great priests, the great rishis of our ancestral heritage, are absolutely to be absolute or taken aback or taken wrongly. They have to be taken in a positive spirit to connect with the spirituality and to regain and rejuvenize our spirituality within via medium of that ritual where we connect it to the Lord, because that's very scientifically and Vedically approved in the Vedic scriptures. So let's do it in a unified way, from ritual to spiritual. Thank you very much.